Then we had a fellow named Raymond Bernard, who I came to see here in 1979. I was still in California making wine, but I came up to see Raymond Bernard from the University of Dijon Experimental Station. And Raymond gave a talk at a cool climate symposium in Eugene. And his remarks were pretty awesome. He fell in love with Oregon, really enjoyed this area quite a bit. He felt like, though, that we could add to our palate. And so it was Raymond, with the incredible help of Dave Adelstein, who acted as a liaison for our industry with him, that brought Dijon material to Oregon. We were the first area in the world to receive Dijon material outside of France. So it's pretty remarkable. That clonal material, both Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, that clonal material was brought to Oregon State and in quarantine, and was there under the hold of a virologist whose job was to make sure that the wood was not filled with virus that would be untenable, to make sure it was safe for the industry. And those clones there were 4 Chardonnay clones, 75, 76, 95, 96. The Dijon material for Pinot Noir was 113, 114, 115, 667, and 777. People vary in their opinions of all of them, but what we can say is they have all added to the diversity of what we now have on our palette of clonal material to use. It took years for those clones to be released, and it was not until the mid-'80s and later those clones were released to the industry. And you never really know whether they're going to work until you've had enough years of development that root system is beyond soil, begins to engage geology, and then you find out what you really have. And so it took, in many cases, I felt like it took a decade or more before we really, really knew what we had. And the results were encouraging and have been increasingly so with vinage. Those clones have turned out to be wonderful counterparts to the original clones that we have here.